Hi and welcome to my channel. So the UK government has announced several changes in the last week regarding visas and immigration in the UK. And so in today's video, I'm going to be telling you about 5 of these changes that have been announced and confirmed by the UK government. So if you're watching this video, whether you're already in the UK or you're out of this amazing country, then it's crucial that you listen and make sure that you're aware of what these changes are. So again, these are all regarding student visas as well as work visas in the UK. So if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. And if you haven't joined this family, hit the subscribe button below because you want to be the first person that is notified when I drop a new video on here about all these changes, visa sponsorship opportunities, and literally the best opportunities that are in the UK so you can work less, earn a lot more money, and get to retire early. I also have a free newsletter, by the way. I've dropped the link in the comment section below. You're also going to see my contact details on there. If you're thinking, Melvis, I need support with getting these jobs, what can I focus on? NHS jobs, apprenticeships, transitioning into nursing, studying in the UK where you're paid to work and study at the same time, then I can support you with all of that. So check the comment section below. You're going to see my contact details. There is my WhatsApp number as well as my email address, and then you can contact me so that we talk about your specific circumstances, because getting free UK visa sponsorship jobs is possible. They are currently recruiting, but it is very, very competitive. So you need to know exactly what the employers are looking for. The CV needs to be absolutely spot on. The interview preparation needs to be on sleek. And so you don't want to take chances if you're really serious about this UK journey, whether it's moving with visa sponsorship or indeed you're already in the UK looking to switch or career progression, because you don't want to stay stuck in low paying jobs in this country because life here is indeed expensive. So we're going to talk about 5 changes. So the first thing is that the higher salary threshold of £38,000 for people that want to bring dependents from out of the UK has been scrapped, which means that the current government has said that they're going to maintain the £29,000 that you need to be earning, but this will not be increased to the proposed £38,000 that the previous government had announced and implemented. So this is absolutely amazing news, because if you want to bring your dependents to the UK, you don't need to worry if you're not earning over £29,000. So again, this is a massive change. And by the way, if you're new here and you're not aware, I started my UK journey as a carer in a nursing home, and I now work as an advanced nurse practitioner, which is the most senior clinical nursing job. I'm very passionate about career progression in the UK, and I've got my private career coaching program where I offer one-to-one tailored, individualized, and personalized guidance with visa sponsorship jobs in the UK. But most importantly, what I'm really passionate about is career progression. Now you're in the UK, so what? Because coming to this country, as far as I'm concerned, well, it's good, but the real achievement is what you really do with yourself once you get here, so that you're not living hand to mouth, you're not broke, working 6-7 days a week, but you're working less and earning more. That's what I'm really about. So if you're part of the top 1% and you need guidance, like I've said, with getting NHS jobs, which by the way, that's the best employer in the UK, I cannot stress enough when it comes to that, and you need those apprenticeships, you need transition into nursing, you're an overseas nurse but working in the UK as a carer, and you're looking to get back into nursing, whether with or without IELTS or OET, I'm your girl and I can support you through that journey. So if you want to find out more information about my private coaching program, check the description box below or the about section of this channel, and you'll see information about it. Like I say, it's not a walk in the park. It's only for the top 1% of people that, like me, are interested and invested in professional and personal development, because it takes time, it takes work, and it's only for the few, those of us that pride ourselves with excellence. So the next thing that they have implemented is that obviously the graduate visa is going to remain. So that's really good news, because it had been under review by the Migration Advisory Committee, and the previous government had indeed already confirmed that. But the biggest change now is really that if you're studying for a PhD, then you're going to have that visa for 3 years instead of 2 years. If you study for, an undergrad course or a master's degree, you're going to be having your postgraduate visa for 2 years. This is a massive change, because an increase of 1 year makes a massive difference when it comes to visa sponsorship in the UK. Again, what is your current circumstance? What's going on with you at the moment? Are you already in the UK? Are you looking for visa sponsorship? Which jobs are you interested in? Leave a comment in the comment section below so that I can just share more information that can better support you to successfully go through that process and journey. Like I say, it's a very life-changing thing, but it is very, very time consuming. You need to be so on sleek with latest information, updates, changes, and all of that. Also, our live session obviously is going to be today. We're starting at 8:30 p.m. UK time. So you need to register to be able to attend the session. If you check the comment section below, you see all the details so that you attend that session. We'll talk about UK CVs, NHS job supporting information, interview questions, answers, what is expected, what are the jobs that you can focus on, what is really offering visa sponsorship at the moment, because many people are going about applying for jobs that don't actually offer sponsorship. And I think it's a shame, but during that live session, we'll go through all of those details. Like I say, the live session is today. We start from 8:30 p.m. UK time. So if you're not in the UK, make sure that you get the right time, and I'm going to send also an email to remind you with a clock and a countdown as to how long we've got left for that session to begin. So I'm looking forward to seeing you during that live session. The next change also is that there is going to be a review of dependence when it comes to student visas, because the Migration Advisory Committee has said it is important that there is a review to see whether the strategies that have been implemented by obviously the previous government, are those strategies effective? Are those strategies serving the purpose? Are those strategies fair when it comes to human rights, when it comes to respecting the rights of migrants in the UK? And I think this is really both workers as well as students. So it's really important that you keep an eye so that you're updated when these changes are announced by the Migration Advisory Committee, because as you know, many students on student visas are no longer allowed to bring dependents, as well as carers working for private organizations in the UK. There are still many carer jobs that are exempted, and you can still bring your dependents to the UK, even though you are on visa sponsorship as a carer. That's why I'm saying that if you are applying for visa sponsorship jobs in the UK, it's very important that you're not, for example, watching YouTube videos and taking generic information, but that you're looking for information that is tailored to your specific circumstances to make sure that you're not missing out, because no two people are the same. And many of these rules affect different organizations, different companies. Are they a recruitment agency? Are they a government-owned organization? Is it a private company? All these different types of companies come with different immigration rules. And that's why I say that, a video like this, for example, is very generic, because I've got no idea, obviously, who is watching this. But if you need information about your specific circumstances, then make sure that you are focusing on that and getting that information, and not taking what someone else has said to say, oh, this is what's going on in the UK, so this applies to me. No, because everybody's circumstance is different. And that's why individualized, personalized guidance for your specific circumstances. Look, I cannot stress that enough, especially with the recent immigration changes that the UK is implementing and indeed announcing. One of the things that I really love as well, that the government has indeed stressed and laid emphasis on regarding work visas in the UK and just work in general in the UK, is indeed the fact that they are going to be focusing more on apprenticeships. So they're going to be putting billions and billions of pounds on apprenticeships. So apprenticeships is where you work and study at the same time, because research and evidence shows that people that graduate or people that have training, on the job training through apprenticeships, stay longer doing the job. They are more efficient, they are more effective, and obviously the retention strategies are very, very high. I'm sat here, I have done 2 apprenticeships since I moved to the UK. My first apprenticeship was studying and working, doing my mentorship in nursing at master's level in a very prestigious London university. So I've got a master's from there in mentorship in nursing. I've recently completed another apprenticeship, which I did for 3 years as a master's in advanced clinical practice. So again, you can see that, these apprenticeships give you lots of opportunities. And you may be started thinking, Melvis, but I'm on visa sponsorship. Can I do an apprenticeship? Yes, I have done an apprenticeship while on visa sponsorship in the UK. So the whole thing that you cannot do an apprenticeship on visa sponsorship, don't worry, you can. The only thing is that apprenticeships are given on merit. So you don't just sit down and they're like, hey, Melvis, we think you're going to be great. No, you need to apply. That's where the challenge is. And when you look at the UK tuition fees, the fact that they're ridiculously high, getting paid to work and study at the same time, that's what you should be doing. Because if you're just working, you're not gaining any qualification. If you're just studying, you're going to be paying high tuition fees. So the best thing I can advise you is combine the two. If you know anybody at the moment, whether they are in the UK, out of the UK, your kids, your family members, your hubby, your wife, encourage them to gravitate towards apprenticeships. Apprenticeships will take a lot of effort for you to get, but it is the best option. That's why I keep stressing on this. And I've got apprenticeships in all different sectors, all sorts of jobs, all sorts of companies, but it's mainly for you to decide, what do you want to do? What are your career prospects? So the government has said that they're putting in massive amounts of money in apprenticeships. And mind you, these apprenticeships are also going to make sure that employers and recruiters are getting the right people. So if you're going straight to university to study, it's going to be very, very challenging getting a job, because if there are people who are doing an apprenticeship and you're working and studying, they will be preferred. That is the reality of it. They will be preferred. So what do you think about these updates, these changes? What do you think about, how are you going to be affected by this? I like to share these, because it's just to give you a heads up, obviously. Like I say, I have no idea what your personal circumstances are, but if you need that discussed, if you need jobs, you're thinking, what about my CV? Is it good? What job can I apply for? I'm looking to move to the UK. I'm not very familiar with the processes. What are the opportunities that are available for me? You're already in the UK, most especially, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, Melvis, I cannot be stuck, say, in domiciliary care or in a care home or as whatever it is that you're doing, and you're looking for an upgrade, then yes, rightfully so, you should be upgrading, because that's what life is about. Like I said, the objective moving to the UK should be to earn a lot of money, work less, and get to retire early. It's not to work till you drop broke, unable to pay your rent and your bills. That's not acceptable. If you enjoy this content, obviously hit the like button below. It lets me know you enjoy content like this, and obviously I should do more of it. I've shared loads of extensively detailed videos on here about various apprenticeships, job opportunities in the UK, CVs, interview preparation, what is expected, and all of that. So do make sure that you check that out and share this with your friends, loved ones, colleagues, so that they can benefit from this information. They can know and get a heads up as to what's really going on here in the UK, so that they can make more informed choices and decisions. So again, check my contact details in the comment section. Reach out if you need that one-to-one guidance. See you in this video.